Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Jibber Jab Reviews. In this episode, I'm going to show you how the S3 performs in some real-world fitness tests. I'm going to focus my activities on running and crunches, which you can set through the S3. So I'm going to show you how to enable this. I'm going to do a quick test, and then I'm going to show you the results the S3 displays after your workout. So let's get started with our first test with our dashing model. Hey guys, today I want to give you a real-world example of using your Samsung Gear S3 on a run. So I thought we would use the S Health, and by default it's got the light running, and it's going to keep track of all kinds of things, my location, my heartbeat, it's even got the map built in and a bunch of other information. So let's go for a quick run and check it out. Okay, now the first thing you're going to want to do before you start any physical activity is to launch your S Health app. By default, it was already set on light jog as the activity, and I'm going to show you how to change this later, but for now we'll start with the run. So you just push the start button here, and then it's just going to count down from 3, 2, 1, and that's pretty much it. Off we go on our run. And if you're thinking this looks like a crappy day to do the test, well, guess what? You're right! It was really crappy. In fact, it was 2 degrees outside, and not counting the wind chill. And I was actually silly enough to leave my gloves at home, so my fingers were completely frozen. Oh, the things I do in the name of science and technology. Okay, enough of my frivolous rant. Let's continue with the run. Now I wanted to mention that there's a number of settings that you can play around with, such as the watch giving you verbal coaching messages to provide you with additional information or perhaps inspiration. Anyways, I forgot that I had it turned on, so when my watch started speaking to me while I was running, it scared the crap out of me. Thought I was being followed and about to be mugged. Remember, safety first, kids. Anyways, because the activity target was by default set to light jogging, the watch kept telling me to slow down. I found that a little bit annoying, so next time I'm definitely going to turn off the coaching feature because I don't really think it's needed. Okay, now that the run's complete, let's have a look at the results and the options you have for changing your running pace for next time. So go back into your S Health app, back to the light jogging activity, and then click on the little runner. And from here, you're going to see a number of different options that I was talking about, such as setting your activity type. And here's just a quick little run through of all the different exercises that you can choose from. Okay, you also have a lot of different options under the target section here. So for example, you can change the pace. I probably should have set mine to light running because the light jogging mode is when the watch kept telling me to slow down. So make sure that you have your pace set to match your level that you want to achieve. You can also set how long you want to run for, as well as the distance, and how many calories you ultimately want to burn. Okay, going back one, you also have the ability to enable the location. So this is great for being able to map out your run. There's also auto pause, which allows you to stop and take a breather without the time being counted in your workout. And if you like to listen to your watch give you sweet inspirational and coaching messages, then I suggest you leave this enabled. And you can also decide how often you want guidance. Okay, so now we're going to view the results of our run. So it keeps a history here. Let's just scroll down. There's the one that I did. And by clicking on it, you're going to see there's a lot of information it gives you. First of all, how long the run was in total. As you can see, I didn't run that much because it was freaking cold. I just did about 1 kilometer. It gives you a little bit of data in terms of how fast you're running, as well as your heartbeat per minute. The workout duration, the total duration, my average speed, which was almost 7 kilometers an hour. Not great, but not bad. My maximum heartbeat as well. And how intense it was, 44%. Sure felt a lot higher than that. And there you can see, which is kind of neat, it gives a weather recap. It was 2 degrees, as I mentioned. And a quick little map of how far I ran. And of course, if you like to brag to all your friends, you can also share that. But yeah, it's very, very cool little features that it gives you, and a breakdown. And of course, it saves this on your watch as a history so that you can go back and compare future runs. Okay, now on to our final fitness torture test, the dreaded crunches. So go back in here, click on your activity type, and then just using the bezel or your finger, just scroll through until you find the crunches, which is actually at the end here. Okay, so by default, the crunches exercise is set up for you to do 3 sets of 10 reps. Now you can change that again by going in and changing the target, so you can change it by duration or the number of reps if you want to increase that. I just kept it at the default because I'm lazy. I found that the watch had a little bit of trouble at the start. I think I did about 2 crunches before the monitoring commenced. Once it got going though, it was accurate, and it gave a pleasant little beep every time I completed a crunch, like an inspirational clap. So that's a nice little thing, and then you know that it's actually being tracked and monitored too. Okay, so now let's have a look at the results from the crunch torture test. Just scroll through your activity type, same as before, down to the view log, click on that. There's the crunches, select that. And look at that! 100% achieved! Well, first of all, a big congrats to me for actually finishing them. And look, I burnt 7 calories. That's just enough to smell fudge brownies. It also gives me a breakdown of the time to complete, although the total duration, which is interesting, is 4 minutes. That must have accounted for the time that I actually blacked out. And of course you can also share the results with friends, although this was actually nothing to brag about. Anyways, I hope you found this review useful, and I think these 2 activities give you a pretty good idea of what the watch tracks and the options you have to customize your workout. Now, I may do another torture video in the future to test some of the other fitness activities, only because I know my friends and family get great pleasure out of watching me suffer. Okay guys, that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and comment on the video. I love to get your feedback and share information with all of you, so keep them coming. And also remember to subscribe to the channel, as more cool and informative videos will be coming soon. Until then, take care.